Yo, what's up everybody? Time for Ask bboyspaz episode 3. Cool thing is I've actually been getting a couple questions, so thank you for that. Gives me more to talk about, more to actually do with this whole Ask bboyspaz thing, because I know I don't have a whole bunch of subscribers or a whole bunch of views, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. So let's see what we have for today. Talk about this one right here from R. Hewitt. So pretty much dude saying, hi, great videos, please continue. I'm new to Ableton, so everything you do is helpful. I was wondering why you use Peak and not Ableton for your sampling. Alright, so basically if you did watch my episode where I was sampling using Peak, I also said I was going to do another one, which I haven't gotten to yet. But there's actually a couple different ways I like to sample. The first way is if I have like an MP3 or something, or a WAV file, I'd rather do it in Peak, because if you throw it in live, you get the whole song in live, and you gotta chop out the parts you want and get rid of what was there. And let me show you an example of that real quick, just so you get the idea. So here I am in Ableton. I'm gonna go to this view here. I think I have a song somewhere. Let's actually go into iTunes and see what I got. We'll just pull something in random. I'm not really gonna try and sample it, but I'm gonna give you an idea why I don't like to just throw it in Ableton and then try and get it all from there. So let's say, what is all this? Oh no, I'm about to just pick something so I don't take up a whole bunch of time. That's actually kind of hot. I might have to make a beat video with that. Oh yeah. I'm totally gonna sample that. I'm gonna make a beat video for that. Forgot what I was doing now. Nah, so take the whole thing, throw it in there. And now, as you just saw, I got excited about the first part. I didn't even listen to the rest of the song. But if you see here, I have all this crap now that I don't even want. And then it tries to auto warp it, so I have to unwarp it. I have to come in here. I'd have to listen to it. This is probably where I wanted it to end. Chop it off, get rid of it, rewarp it, blah, 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 blah. When for me, it'd be easier to put it in Peak, take the part out I like, and then the advantage to that is the fact that when I come to pull a sample, like this for instance, I take it, I throw it in, and it's close to tempo already because I take like a 5-bar phrase and that's it, and I don't have a whole bunch of working to do with it. Or like this. So like there, that's in tempo already. I didn't really do that much. I didn't have to sit here and listen to it forever and a day. So that's one reason I do it in Peak. But sometimes I actually have a turntable, which since I don't have a camera right now, I can't really show you. It's actually sitting right here beside my computer. And when I'm sampling from a record, since I'll be going through an inbox, I actually do record it straight into Ableton. Let me open up a session so you get an idea of that. So in this session here, as you see, let's close this, we don't want all that. As you see here on this track, this is me chopping the sample up. I got my beat stuff here. all this here. But above all this, this is the actual sample. And let me mute the rest of this stuff so you can hear how basically I just came in Is this not making sound? Oh, cause good job. I forgot to turn the the track on. But I came in, I found the parts that I really wanted, and I just recorded them. So I like this part of the song. So I put my turntable on, you know, put the needle down, hit record, recorded this. This next part is obviously a totally different part of the song, but I like that also, so I just recorded it. So you see here, every break is where I decided, hey, I like that part of the song, record. Then I'll go somewhere else and record. But if you see, I'm not recording the whole song. I'm kind of doing it like in Peak, where I'm taking pieces I want and recording it. And then what I'll do is, instead of chopping the main sample, is I'll leave it up there, and then I'll make another track so I can do all my chopping from there, so I don't have to get rid of the original, so I can just pull pieces from it and make the sample. If you've been following any of my beats, which most people don't know me, this is actually a track I did for Black Element called Out in the Cold. First off, if you don't know about Black L, Boston MC, sick nasty, and you need to check him out. I'll put a link in the info. But this is one of the tracks on his album. It's a free album, so you should definitely download it. But here's what I ended up doing to the sample, just to give you an idea of how, after you pull it in, you can really distort a sample. Do you remember? I remember. Yeah, L is nasty on this track. His whole album's nasty. You seriously gotta check it out. But you see, pulling different parts. Did some automation. That's what all this is here. The red lines. Did a little ninth wonder technique, as I like to call it. Putting a low pass filter on the verses. But you see right down here, these are copies of that piece of the track. And I'm putting delay on it, so that gives that sound. Separate part. So yeah, that is why I used Peak, because I'd rather just have the sample like sitting there so I can just throw it in. I mean, even what I'll do is I'll take samples, and if I never use them, they're still all sitting here. So I might just go through one day and be like, oh yeah, what samples do I have? And randomly get inspiration for a track, because, I don't know, I just hear it differently from when I first thought I might sample it. So that's why I mainly use Peak, but you can definitely do it through Ableton. That's just the way I go about doing it. So thanks for the questions again. Definitely subscribe. And as you see here, these are personalized questions. So if anyone has a question, hit me up with that and I'll give you my answers. Alright, peace.